So today I had one of those days. So I ended up going down to my grandparents' farm and I was going to ride my dad's four wheeler. So he got a new UTV a while back and he does not ever ride his four wheeler because why would you ride your old four wheeler when you have a brand new UTV to ride around on that does pretty much everything, only better, to be honest. So, anyway, so I decided to basically steal his four wheeler, and but in the process, then I decided to redo the racks. So these were rusty, and so sanded them and repainted them. And I haven't got to the seat yet. It's got a hole in it, but it technically functions the way that it should. Just doesn't look that great because there's a hole in it. Anyway, I ended up just generically cleaning it, power wash the whole thing, put plastic cleaner stuff on it. Looks a lot shinier than it did when I stole it the other day. Ended up doing a new air filter, generic things to try and make it run better. So I had started and rode it around over here, and then I ended up taking it back to my parents' house once I got it going and I'd rode it and it was running great. So take it back over to my parents' house, parked it there for a couple of days, and then went and got it today. So when I got it today, started right up, no problems. I'd got a new ramp that for my truck because the last time that this four-wheeler was in the back of my truck, then my truck was quite a bit shorter than it is now. So anyway, so I was trying out my new ramp. I got my new paint on here. Four-wheeler was running great. So started up today at my parents' house, loaded up in the back of the truck. Zero issues. So ended up drove almost an hour down to my grandparents' farm and unload the four-wheeler. Started right up in the bed of my truck. Zero issues. I back it off of the truck and park it. Had it idle for a little bit, try and get it warmed up. And then I was like, oh, I probably ought to check the fuel and make sure that it has enough fuel in it. So I shut it off and then poured more fuel in it, put the cap back on, and wouldn't start. It kept cranking and cranking and cranking, would not start. No matter what I did, it would not start. And then the battery died. I ended up installing a battery tender on it and had the battery tender, so I plugged it in conveniently. Then it was right in there. So plugged battery tender in. I had to wait a while, like an hour or two, and then came back and tried to do it again, just in case maybe it was flooded because it's carbureted. So tried to start it again, would not start all day. So I got to ride for about 12 seconds when I took it off of my truck. And then I ended up, luckily there was a hill over by where I would load it at. So I parked my truck kind of at the bottom of the hill, put the ramp on it, and then rolled the four-wheeler down to it. So conveniently that was there, or that would have sucked, which it has a winch, but also the winch runs the battery down. So yeah, so maybe I would have been able to winch it into the back of my truck. But so then I get home and I go to unload it out of my truck, and I was like, might as well try and see if it'll start up or not. Starts right up. Zero issues. So now, turn it on. Starts right up. So that's annoying. So I literally didn't get to ride today because it would not start. So I don't know if it vapor locked it because I put gas in the gas tank, but it was not happy. And yeah, super annoying. I'm not used to carbureted stuff. Like I've got, like, that one is carbureted, but I don't ride it very much because it's a little baby pit bike. And then that one is fuel injected. and pretty much all the rest of my stuff is fuel injected. So I don't know if it's a carburetor thing. It's been a minute since I have played with carburetors, but it definitely was not happy, and I was not happy. So, oh well. Hopefully it'll go better next time.